Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday or Thursday, depending on where you are on this amazing planet. And today, my guides are telling me to tell you the truth. So we're going to dig in. I've got a download about abundance for those of you who are feeling a little bit of energy coming up around lack and limitation or struggle. We're going to talk more about forgiveness. Yes, I'm going to go through the Schumann, but you guys know the drill. Okay, let's welcome our newest Love Train members from Interlaken, Florida, Detroit, Michigan, Nebraska, New Brunswick, Canada, Waterford, Wisconsin, Richmond, Minnesota, Costa Rica, and Mena, Arkansas. Hope I said that right, Mena. Okay, so today, I have a download about abundance again, and this is going to be for anyone that's still feeling thoughts around lack, limitation, struggling, or suffering. But to begin with, I really want to thank all of you who attended the workshop yesterday and reached out with such love. And I love it that you loved yourselves enough to really, really dig in and do the exercises. Before I forget, I am opening the private Zoom workshop tomorrow to include all rocks that could be in your backpack, meaning guilt, shame, lack, limitation, suffering, struggling. The reason for this is I have received in the last 48 hours calls from clients because lack energy is just really permeating in their field. And also there's some guilt and shame coming in around different subjects. So the guidance was to open it up to all rocks. We got to get all the rocks out of the backpack, right? They can't come with us. They can't come forward with us. And so, particularly that lack energy, it's a collective energy, by the way. And so those things they feel heavier and they can feel scary. And so, the guidance was to definitely include that. And you're definitely going to want to stay with me too for the download that I got. A lot of us don't see a path forward with abundance, or how do we gain abundance, right? Because it is very different. And so hopefully this will give you a peek at that. And I'm telling you, just stay with me today, guys. This is they gave me so much to pack in here. So I want to start though with, again, one of you left a comment that literally moved me to tears and just such a feeling of extreme gratitude. And I pinned it. It's under the live version of the July 29th Schumann update. So it's going to be the last Schumann that I did before we did the Q&A yesterday. And I pinned it under recent. I know YouTube has a lot of tabs, so I'm trying to help you out here. And I want to share because this beautiful soul created an environment of self-love and then allowed herself to receive forgiveness. And I'm not reading it live here because it deals with a sensitive subject that some of you in the community may still be healing or processing because you may have had an experience in your family or with friends around this. So I wanted to be sensitive to that fact. But for those of you who go and read it, please give love to this amazing and courageous soul for sharing her miracle. I literally said this yesterday that miracles are not far from us. And she experienced her own healing, but she set the environment. And I can't even tell you how much I love you for sharing that and for really embracing the process and really taking it a step further and creating a whole environment of self-love. And it's just, I commend this beautiful soul, and please send massive, massive love to her for those of you who go and check it out. Okay. Now, there's another comment that I want to address. And you guys know when there's something that I need to address with the group to avoid any judgment on the community member who shared it, I removed this one before addressing it. And the reason I do this is because they were coming from absolute love and supporting the forgiveness process that I put out yesterday. And they were offering some additional recommendations. Okay. So they were absolutely, when someone's coming from love, I'm addressing everything with love and no judgment. Okay. So, but one of the statements that was there was a Bible quote that states conditions that need to be met in order to be forgiven. So this I had to address. how to address it. The only condition for forgiveness is that we allow ourselves to receive it. It is given, period. So are you allowing yourself to receive the forgiveness? Remember, some of you are bad receivers. You give, exhale, 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 and you don't breathe in. Giving and receiving is the same energy. So we do not have to give in order to receive. That is a 3D belief that left everybody in separation. When you give, you instantly receive the energy. It's the same energy. So I wanted to address that, you know, and I'm here to guide your spiritual expansion. And I respect all religions. If that fills your heart with love and no fear, then by all means, create your reality with that being a component. I am here as a spiritual guide, period. And the reason for that is my experience with religion in the 3D was straight up separation, right? And it's one is better than the other, right? That's judgment. And so for me, it is not a part of my experience. And I'm here sharing my experience. And, again, we take what resonates and throw the rest out. But since we are all returning to unity consciousness by remembering the truth of who we really are and knowing that we all are divine beings focused into form. So my guidance in your ascension experience is to simply be devoted to your divine self. Again, it's not my place to judge or convince anyone. And I share my experience with an open heart and with love. So, but there are no conditions for forgiveness. I have to stress that. That is absolutely not the truth. You're already forgiven. You just need to receive it. Okay, next. Now, there was a second part of that comment referring to Ho'oponopono. I love this practice. I'm certified in it. But I want to share an experience I had with it because this may help some of you. So in my journey in doing, I was practicing it. I drank from the fire hose, got certified in it, practicing. But then I felt like I hit a speed bump with it because I was like incessantly, I can't even tell you, I had the wristband, I had it on my computer screen, screensaver, you name it. And I was like, I still don't feel forgiveness. So in doing my energy work and feeling into it, it was revealed to me that as a child, I'm sorry, please forgive me, failed to prevent violent acts. So my noodle gave those words a meaning with a negative emotion of helplessness because they didn't work for me in those situations. So this is how the noodle could interfere until you realize it. Okay. So I realized that those phrases were causing an energetic tug of war in me. I'm sorry, please forgive me was over here. And thank you, I love you was over here. So I wasn't receiving it. So from there, I knew I had to explore additional methods of forgiveness. And again, please take what resonates and throw the rest out. For some of you, this works magically. Please do it. But I wanted to bring out that play on words that for some of us can really trip us up because see what meaning it has for you. Another word that I had to tweak for myself was the word surrender. I had to shift that to allow because surrender made me feel like, I don't know, it was a bank robbery or something. But the word allow felt good. So pay attention to how the words make you feel. This is very important and always tweak it and make it perfect for you. Okay. Now, all right, the commercial break is going to be the Schumann. And then I have a download. I told you there's a lot coming in and, I was mandated, write this down and say all of this. So let's get to the Schumann really, really quickly. Okay. So you can see clearly this is, so I did not come on yesterday. Yesterday was a full day for me. You can see we're in this pattern, right? We could see it clearly. We all know we're in integration and we are purging. We're clearing, clearing, clearing. A lot of this. This will present to you. So things, whatever is the stickiest right now, right? There's gum on my shoe still. I thought I cleaned it. There's still gum on my shoe. Whatever is the most present for you right now is the thing that is being purged, which is why I was guided to include all rocks that could be in your backpack tomorrow for those of you who feel compelled to do so. And so what really, really look at what is being presented to you. What are you seeing? Now, also understand that you are being fully supported. Consciousness is involved. Your spirit guides are involved. The angels are involved in healing all of this as well. But you just notice where you're using your free will to dig in on it. Okay. So this is like really requiring you. And then whatever is a recurring theme with you, it's, it's time to go. Okay. I think I'm ready. I'm going to allow you to go because I'm a conscious, powerful creator. So I want to create something that's a lot more pleasant than you. Okay. 2 seconds and let's peek at the chakra chart. Okay, so here we go. You can see here, this looks a little more dramatic than the other one. Again, so that was 2 days ago. It was yesterday and in today. You can just see, right? This is all stuff being purged. This is all purging and integrating, right? So we have had blast after blast of light coming in. More is coming. I was sensing it. I actually did, full disclosure, I peeked earlier today. I was like, ooh, so I'm sensing and I've been shown we're going to have, light after light after light, because what's happened is we've gained momentum. We've gained momentum. And so this is pushing and pushing more and more to awaken. Now, I don't know if you guys felt this, like for me, where I'm still really feeling these new energies is definitely upper chakras. And this makes sense because what is happening is the way the newly awakened are coming forward is their intuition is being pushed forward. So they are questioning what doesn't feel true anymore. And this can be very disorienting. It can be very disorienting. All of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, what? I'm here. Why? I'm here for a great awakening. What? So it could be disorienting. And so again, we want to have compassion. We can't pull anybody over the line. But I have heard story after story in this community from those of you who held your light, and then you inspired those around you who were newly awakened to you, inspired them to come forward and really seeking. They said, hey, I want some of that. And you invited them to the 5D train station. Right on. Okay, let me just take one peek here. Oh, yes, the download. This is why they have me write it down. Okay, so here, this is the download on abundance that I got. So our financial systems are shifting. And they said, visualize a quantum financial system being activated where prosperity exists for all. Our most powerful tool is the power of collective manifestation. Mm-hmm. Love Train is a collective manifestation, P.S. So in the 3D, there was a misalignment where wealth and resources were unevenly distributed. We are all pretty much aware of this at this point, right? The illumination of truths being revealed serves as a quantum reset and an opportunity to correct these imbalances. A system is being created that supports the well-being of all rather than just for a select few. Here's the important part. The shift begins within each of us. Our alignment with divine truth and abundance will then reflect and manifest in the outer world. So let's get busy. Let's start co-creating this. I want to hear from you guys in the comment. What does your heaven on earth look like? So remember, we have unlimited possibilities. Keep the noodle out of it. Describe it like, not how am I going to pay for that? That's right. That's the old echo of the 3D. And to kick it off, I'll give you guys an example. I know my heaven on earth involves me spending minimum of 6 months of the year working at the beach, at least 3 months out of the year dedicated to traveling and meeting you guys across the globe. Absolutely, absolutely. I see that. And us all getting together and having a party together, all of those things, witnessing a fully awakened planet. That's a sneak peek at my heaven on earth. It's got all kinds of goodies in it. So stay out of that lack and limit, right? Stay out of the 3D and then say, who's going to pay for my travel? Okay, that's the old crap. We are creating from scratch with no negativity. We're creating from love. All right. So last but not least, I'm going to update the post for tomorrow's private Zoom. If anybody wants to join, it's a $49 energy exchange. I'll include the link in the description below as well. And please only do it if you're feeling it. It's all good. I just want to support everyone the best I can. Time is of the essence, keeps coming in, because we know that the 3D and 5D realities are separating. They are separating. And I know that a few of you have noticed this too. I saw one in the comments that said, you're describing something and somebody else is experiencing something totally different. And you're like, it's almost like you're watching a movie of them. And yes, that's very real. We're going to start to see that I've been seeing that for months now, where I would say, oh, wasn't it beautiful and sunny today? And somebody would look at me like I was bananas and say, no, I thought it was cloudy and cold. And I was like, wow, I was literally lying in the sun today, experiencing it. So, but that's how powerful we are. Are you creating a happy love bubble or are you creating lack and limitation, struggle, right? We have choice. We have choice. So, all right. I know this was extra long. I love all of you. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who are already, on board for tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. I will see you guys here in the community as well tomorrow because I'm already feeling some energy coming in. And have a beautiful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you may be.